What's up, guys? It's Kenneth91619, and I am back in doing my Photoshop tutorials. And today we're going to be doing what I like to call a retro mosaic graphic. It's something I was messing around with, and I came up with so I can, put a new background on my desktop. So this is definitely something you can use for that purpose, or whatever other purpose you want to use it for. I find it best suited for background wallpapers for your desktop. Besides that, we're going to hop in here and I'm going to show you exactly how to get this. We're going to go to File, go to New, and you can make this any size you want, but since my monitor is a full HD, it's a 1920 by 1080, I'm going to be making it in this size. If you want, you can go ahead and follow suit, and you're just going to hit OK. And then first thing you're going to do is going to double click this lock so you can unlock this layer. And then you're going to want to import some colorful pictures, and the easiest way to do this I found is just to find a bunch of bokeh pictures. So let's pull up this file here. So I have a couple pictures here, and I just I click the first picture, I press and hold Shift to select all of them, or you can press Ctrl to select different pictures that are not lined up together, and you're just going to drag them into Photoshop, and you're going to hit Shift, you're going to hit and hold Shift to resize the image. Then you're going to deselect your right button on your mouse, then deselect Shift, and then you're going to hit Enter once you got the right size. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you can make it really large, you can make it really large like that, and then just kind of position it there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you probably definitely do want to make it so the edge of the image doesn't show up like this. So just make it big enough to fit in here and hit Enter. And that one's pretty sized up already, but I'll make it slightly bigger. Then hit Enter. And this is my final one. Resize it. Then hit Enter. Now after you've done all that, so once you've imported all your colorful pictures, I'm actually going to put this one to the bottom since I'm going to use this as my my hard background. You're going to want to go to your blending option and then go to soft light, and you want to do this for all of them except the last one. So these are all going to be soft light here. So once that's all done, you're going to want to mess with the opacity a bit, and you can put this however you like. It doesn't have to be exactly how I do it. How about there? Okay. Alright guys, once you do all that, you're going to want to hit your bottom, press and hold Shift and click the top layer. Then you're going to hit Ctrl E to merge all of them into one layer. Then you want to duplicate this layer twice. That's your first duplicate, second duplicate. Now after that, you want to hit Ctrl T with your first layer selected, like so. Then you want to go up here and you want to change the horizontal skew to 45 degrees. Then hit Enter. After that, you want to go up to Filter, Pixelate, and Mosaic. And you can mess with this. It doesn't have to be exact same cell size. If you want the mosaic tiles bigger, you can make it bigger, but I'm going to leave it at 58 for now. After that's all done, you hit Ctrl T again, so you're highlighting the layer again. Then you're going to go to the horizontal skew, going to hit -45, then hit Enter. And then you're going to do the same with the second layer, but opposites. Actually, I forgot to hit Enter. For the second layer, you're going to do the exact same thing, but opposite. So Ctrl T, go up here, and instead of 45, you're going to do -45 this time, so it's the opposite. Go to Filter, Pixelate, Mosaic, and OK. Or you can just press Ctrl F to duplicate that. Duplicate the filter. But then we're going to hit Ctrl T again, and then we're going to do +45. Then hit Enter. And then we're going to lower the opacity for both of these. first we're gonna load from the top one to 50, so, and 50 on this one. Actually, I'll put this in a bit higher. That was 75. Okay, so after that's all done, you're gonna want to hit Shift U, or no, Ctrl Shift N, Ctrl Shift N to make a new layer. And you can name this layer whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave it at layer 1. And you're gonna want to hit Shift U to open up your custom shape tool, or you can just right click here and then go to custom shape. And you can pick any image you want, but I'm gonna stick with the triangle. And I'm gonna do this one this time. So pick any. Then you want to click and drag while holding Shift, so it's nice and even. Then you want to declick and then let go of the Shift button. After that, you want to double click the layer if you want to change the color. So to go here, and just gonna leave it at white for now. You want to change the blending mode to hue, which makes it kind of like a black and white color. And then you want to hit Ctrl A to select shape and align vertical and horizontal. So basically you're going to hit Ctrl A, you're going to hit your cube, then you're going to hit, this would be your align vertical and your align horizontal. So it's nice and straight. Then hit Ctrl D to deselect. So after that's done, you're going to want to duplicate this layer. Duplicate it. Actually, no, we could duplicate this later. First, we're going to want to do a free transform, which is Ctrl T. We're going to rotate this all the way upside down, and then hit Shift to make sure it's leveled. And press Enter or Ctrl D to deselect. You don't have to rotate; you can leave it like that if you want to. You're going to want to hit T for text. And then you can type whatever you want here. I'm just going to put my YouTube channel name. Put that up there for now. You can place your text wherever you want. For this example, I'm going to put it in the corner, but for the previous one, I kind of centered it. So I'm just going to leave it up there. So it's kind of like a branding. And then we're going to want to highlight your first layer and go to your adjustments tab and go to exposure. And you're going to want to mess with the exposure, brighten it up a little bit, and then you want to offset it just a little bit like that. Close that tab. So that's how you're going to do it for the adjustments. Alright, so now we're going to duplicate our shape. And for this, I'm going to change the blending option from hue to soft light. And then we're going to change the color to black, or whatever other color you want to change it to. So it kind of shows up a bit better. Okay, after that's all done, we're going to want to do a gradient maps. You're going to want to select your layer that's at the very top, and then we're going to go up here to our adjustments tab and hit gradient map, and you're going to hit your little button to show all your tabs. You can pick any one of these, but this seems to suit it the best. And you're going to go hide that. Then you're going to do a soft light for your blending option. Soft lights, and you want to bring the opacity down just a bit. And you want to highlight all of these layers, hitting Shift and then highlight them all. And you want to press Ctrl G to put them in a group. You can name it whatever you like. I'm just going to name it first. And after that, you're going to want to duplicate this group, and then you want to hit Ctrl E to merge them all. Then we're going to go up to our filters tab. We're going to go over to lens correction, and then we're going to go over to the custom tabs to make a custom vignette. And you're going to want to, move the amounts, kind of mess with it, and get whatever kind of vignette you want to go for. I'm just going to stick with 40, 40 and 15. So looks pretty nice. And that's basically it, guys. If you want, you can just hide that. You can put the text wherever you like. You see this example looks a little different than this one, for instance, where the focus on the text is in the center, and this looks more like a kind of like a branding. But you can always get a different feel. All the pictures you pick as your background will depend on how the background looks. It's always gonna look different, but it looks really nice. It's like a mosaic kind of retro feel to it. And if you like this tutorial, guys, definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and leave any comments on if you have any concerns or questions or whatnot. But besides that, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in another episode for a Photoshop tutorial or any other gameplay videos I might upload. And peace.